to Channel 8 News. I am Victoria John Michelia. You can watch us live on YouTube at NTA Yola. The Bulletin. The Adamawa State Executive Council has granted approvals for key developmental projects at its 18th ESCO meeting, presided by Governor Ahmadu Umaru Fintri. Correspondent Bilkisu Abubakar has details.
The 19th Executive Council meeting, presided over by Governor Ahmadu Umaru Fintri, has approved the sum of 460 million naira for the accreditation of academic programs, College of Agricultural Science and Technology, Ganye. Similarly, the Council has approved over 235 million naira for the compensation in respect to the provision of permanent site for the Federal University of Agriculture, Mobi. The Executive Council has also granted approval for the purchase of fertilizer NPK 2010-10 to the tune of 1,499,688,000 naira meant for 2025-2026 dry season farming at subsidized rate. 1,726 million naira also approved for the purchase of 22 tractors MF 375 to enhance farming activities in the state.
We are expecting the fertilizer to arrive in the state in 2 weeks' time from the date of signing the contract.
College of Agriculture, Science and Technology, Ganye, which existed since 1992 but have never been accredited. Accreditation here is very significant to any higher institution because it influences the intake, enrollment, and the employment of the product of the college. Out of all administrations, His Excellency have granted funds, 460 million for the process, for the purpose of accreditation. We can see that this college will be upgraded and will be influx of enrollment.
The government has granted approval for the contract for the construction of 11.2 kilometer pavement in Mitika at the cost of over 3 billion naira and 17.5 kilometer lane of asphalt to the tune of 6,596,013,896 naira. The project is expected to be completed within 12 months.
The Council has again approved the award of contract for the procurement of one number dump tipper truck, which is sweeper truck model 2024-2025 at the sum of 328,477,968 naira. The truck will be bought to aid sweeping instead of using manual application that our people are using to sweep our roads.
14.2 kilometers Sukur Road at the cost of over 1 billion naira, upgrading of Jada water supply scheme to the tune of 481 million naira, as well as counterpart funding for the basic healthcare service delivery at the sum of over 226 million naira were granted during the Executive Council meeting. In Yola, Bilkisu Abubakar, NTA News.
The wife of the governor, Dr. Lami Ahmadu Fintri, in the spirit of celebrating the 65th independence anniversary, donated food items, baby supplies, and cash to Celestina Jonathan, a mother of quadruplets at Modibo Adama University Teaching Hospital, Yola. Represented by the Commissioner of Women Affairs, Neido Kofuto, and Dr. Danladi Idrissa of United Nations Populations Fund, the delegation conveyed the First Lady's greetings, prayers, and support. While 2 of the babies remain under medical care, doctors confirmed they are responding well to treatment. The donations included bags of rice, baby food, spaghetti, cooking oil, baby clothing, diapers, mats, wrappers, and substantial cash gifts. The family expressed deep gratitude, describing the First Lady as a true mother to all. The Adamawa State Police Command has continued its operation against vehicles with tinted glass without proper authorization. Defaulters were intercepted, immediately arraigned before the mobile court at the scene of the offense. Correspondent Abubakar Usman Sudais reports on how the operation was carried out.
Command in the state during the exercise Operation Show Your Tinted Permit carried out in your local government area of the state took place across major routes in the metropolis. Motorists without proper authorization for tinted glasses were intercepted and immediately arraigned before the mobile court. The police public relations officer, Superintendent of Police Suleiman Yahya Nguroje said the exercise is designed to sustain security measures and disconnect criminal network in the state with the view of tracking down criminal elements using tinted glasses to carry out criminal activities in the society.
The essence is very, very much. One is to prevent crime from happenings, to apprehend offenders, to disconnect criminal networks cutting across all the 21 local governments within the state. So we are out, and we went out en masse to enforce, especially on those that refuse to comply with such orders. And failure to comply equally attracts sanctions. So we went out in company of a magistrate, a mobile court, who was equally with us, and it yielded results. Let me use this opportunity to thank the good people of Adamawa State, particularly motorists, for their understanding and for them being law-abiding.
The police spokesperson added motorists should abide by the law and register their vehicles to avoid prosecution. Yola, Abubakar Usman Sudes, NTA News.
Nigeria has reaffirmed her commitment to creating a transparent, stable, and investor-friendly petroleum sector. This is the highlight of President Bola Tinubu's keynote message to the African Energy Week in Cape Town, South Africa. Presented by Minister of State Petroleum Resources Oil, Heineken Lokpobiri. Lydia Sampson reports.
The minister declared that Nigeria is open for business and actively pursuing policies that prioritize investment, efficiency, and long-term growth in the oil sector. Describing the gathering as a call to action, Lokpobiri reiterates that Nigeria is ready not just to participate in the global energy market, but to lead reform and growth on the African continent.
When this government came, the number of rigs were barely about 14, but today the number of rigs working in Nigeria are about 50. And we hope to, increase this number significantly before the end of the year. These are signs that the reforms are working, the idle assets have been activated, and existing ones are being optimized. These are concrete, measurable results that send strong signal to investors. Nigeria is offering certainty, policy transparency, incentives, and large-scale opportunities.
Senator Lokpobiri outlined bold policy measures implemented under President Tinubu's administration, reinforcing the Petroleum Industry Act in providing a clear and predictable fiscal and regulatory environment for investors, making Nigeria prioritizing legal, regulatory, financial, and structural transformation. To this effect, Nigeria's upstream sector is already recovering with the Project 1 Million Barrels initiative launched in October 2024, raising daily crude oil production to over 1.7 million barrels per day. Additionally, the number of active drilling rigs has grown from 31 in January to 50 by July 2025, a clear signal that reforms are unlocking value across the sector. He urged the continent to retain more value from its hydrocarbon resources by focusing on infrastructure, industrial development, and localized value chains. He noted that Africa spends over $120 billion annually on hydrocarbons, largely through import, calling it a missed opportunity for economic transformation. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
That's all for today's news. Stay tuned for the rest of our programs. Good night.
alaikum, barkamu da kasancewa tare da ku. Usman Muktar zai karanto fassarar labaran. Majalisar Zartaswa na Jihar Adamawa ta amince da wasu muhimman ayyuka na ci gaba yayin ganawarta karo na 18 wanda gwamna Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri ya jagoranta a gidan gwamnati da ke nan Yola. Wakiliyarmu Bilkisu Abubakar ta ba mu rahoton cewa majalisar ta amince da ware kudi naira miliyan 460 domin inganta darussan kwalejin noma da fasaha da ke ganye. Hakanan kuma majalisar ta amince da ware kudi naira miliyan 235 don biyan kudaden filin jami'ar koyon darussan koyon noma na gwamnatin tarayya da ke garin Mobi. Majalisar ta kuma amince da sayan takin zamani na NPK kan kudi naira biliyan 1 da miliyan 499,688 don sayarwa manoma kan farashi mai rahusa. An kuma ware naira biliyan 1 da miliyan 726 don sayan traktoci 22 don sauƙaƙe harkokin noma a jiha. Gwamnatin ta kuma amince da kwangilar hanya mai tsawon kilomita 12.2 a garin Michika wanda zai lashe kudi sama da naira biliyan 3. Majalisar har wa yau ta kuma amince da wasu kwangilolin daban-daban waɗanda za su laƙwame ɗaruruwan miliyoyin nerori. Matar gwamnan jiya Hajiya Lami Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri ta ba da gudunmawar kayayyakin abinci, kayan yara da ma kudade ga Celestina Jonathan, wata uwa da ta haifi 'ya'ya 4 a asibitin koyarwa na Jami'ar Modibo Adama da ke nan Yola. Matar gwamnan, wacce kwamishinan harkokin mata Nedo Kofilto ta wakilta, tare da rakiyar Dr. Danladi Idrisa na asusun kula da yawan jama'a na Majalisar Ɗinkin Duniya, su ne suka ida saƙon. Biyu daga cikin 'ya'yan na wato a halin yanzu na murmurawa kamar yadda likitoci suka shaida. Gudunmawar sun hada da buhunan shinkafa, abincin jirajirai, taliya, man girki, tufafin yara, tabarmi, zannuwa da wasu kudaden. Rundunar 'yan sanda na jiha ta dawo da kamen motoci masu gilashi mai duhu ba tare da izini ba, inda ake cin taron su nan take a kotun tafi da gidanka. Wakilinmu Abubakar Usman Sudes ya ba mu rahoton cewa rundunar ta kaddamar da shingen binciken ne don gano masu gilashi mai duhu, wato motoci masu gilashi mai duhu a sassa daban-daban a nan fadar jiha, inda aka kame motoci masu gilashi mai duhu kuma ake kai su gaban kotun tafi da gidanka. A zantawarsa da sashen labaran NTA, jami'in hulɗa da jama'a na rundunar SP Suleiman Yahaya Guroje ya ce kamen na da makasudin tabbatar da tsaro da kuma katse muggan ayyuka da ake yi da motoci masu gilashi mai duhu. Ya bakin abin da ya samu kenan labarin da ya kasance lafiya.
assalamu alaikum barka en be hertuki jam da kubaruji meɗen kikkidere hande sekira moɗon Bashiru Ali Firliti janganta on ɗi nden on wawa laruki amin ha daɗɗumatotiral YouTube at NTA Yola. Majalisa doginirgal jiha Adamawa yerdi be kuuɗe kimminiɗe ɗum jahol yeeso yake jonde mare nde 17 ɗum gomna Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri ardi jonde nde ha sare gomnati Yola. Wakilijo NTA Bilkisu Abubakar hokkira hoto be wiki majalisa man yerdi wurtinki cede ko dillanta million temerre nayi e capan e jeego gam ɓamtuki darasuje goɗɗe ha jangirde ndemrinde fasaha wonde ganye. Ha fahin majalisa dogginirgal man yerdi be wurtinki cede ko dillanta naira million temerre ɗiɗi e capan e tati e joyi gam bo yoɓuki cede babal jamiyare elto ndemri gwamnati mobgal lesdi wonga mubi. Majalisa man ha fahin yerdi be soduki konal zamanu MPK do cede naira biliyon gotel e million temere nayi e capan e nayi e jeenayi e ujune temerre jeego e capan e jeetati ngam bo sorruki faaki remoɓe do saman cede koyɗum. Ha fahin ɓe wurtini cede naira million mala biliyon gotel e million temerre jeeɗiɗi e no gas e jeego ngam soduki troktaji no gas e ɗiɗi ngam hoytinki fiji ndemri ha jiha Adamawa. Gwamnati man ha fahin yerdi be kwangila buwol ɗum jutirka mum hewti kilomita 11 e toɓɓere ɗiɗi ha wuro Micika ɗum bo nyamata cede ko dillanta biliyon 3 e gelle ha ma fahin yerdi be dunga e kwangilaji goɗɗi fere fere ɗum nyamata biliyonji. Lamorde police jiha Adamawa wartiri taskaram nanguki mba'anteɗi marɗum glass nyiɓɓuɗum na hawtade bo dungaye. Nden wakkati man ɓe wawan nyamuki taragu ɗo yake man ha taskaram ka ngam ɓeɗo dillida be hitordu ɗum hitata kala nangaɗo be aibe man fu. Wakilijo NTA Abubakar Usman Sudai hokkira hoto be wu'iki lamorde police man omti taskaram wiɗito ngam heftuki marɓe glass nyiɓɓuɗum ha bakkeje fere fere ha nder fada lamorde jiha Adamawa ha ma ɓe nangi mba'anteɗi marɗum glass nyiɓɓuɗum man hande. Nde hirdanno be yebre habaruji NTA Yola jami'ijo waɗo hulɗa be ummatore mo hukuma police jiha Adamawa SP Suleiman Yaya Nguroje wi nanguki mba'anteɗi man ngam bo tabitinki rento e darnuki kuuɗe nyidduɗe nder fada lamurde jiha Adamawa. Kore gwamna jiha Adamawa Hajiya Lami Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri nder taskaram heɓuki ndimu Najeriya duuɓi 15 hokki kare mballa nyamdu faaki debbo feere mo dani ɓikkoy 4 ha jiha Adamawa nden ɗiɗo jotta ɗon jaɓa nyawdodu ha nyawdordu Modibbo Adama Teaching Hospital ha Yola. Kore gwamna man on heɓi wakkileki malla luteneki commissionajo fiji rewɓe nedo ko fulto ena Dr. Ɗanladi Idris mo asusu mballa ɓikkoy United Nations Population Fund e ɗemgal turankore ha ma ɓe yottini kafugol kore gwamna man do'aje ena kare mballa o hokki amma waruki jotta ɓikkoy 2 nder nayo man ɗon jaɓa nyawdigu ha nyawdordu ndun. Kare mballa hokka man hawti be buhuji marori madara ɓikkon spaghetti nyebbam defugo limse pampas daage gude ena cede keɗe ha juɗe maɓɓe. Iyalu ɓikkoy kon daña man wanyini sewum kerol be falere e mballa ɗum kore gwamna man hokki ha ma tindinimo ɗum dadirawo moy fu. Ɗon kerol koyɓa ɗo dande sobiraɓe kugalam takanas ma lartiɗo kubaruji ɗin. Mary Adamu George Musa Mai hawti am be moɗon